Hello, this is Åsa with a new process video. Today I'm making a 2-page layout and I'm using these 5 photos from a birthday party that we went to in spring this year. This lovely lady is hubby's grandmother, maternal grandmother, and she turned 90. And her daughters had put up a huge party for her with the whole family and some friends, and we totally filled this old lady's apartment, and it was really wonderful. Everyone we brought her gifts, and there was a lot of flowers, but I think every guest on the party also brought a box of chocolates. And yeah, when you turn 90, pretty much everyone knows what you like. So she got a lot of chocolates. It was just the sweetest. And we had catered food, and we had a really nice time together. It was also like this opportunity for us to meet when we usually meet at the big parties these days, but perhaps Christmas, not every year, but perhaps every second or third year we meet up. But it happens a lot during these years, and hubby's cousins, they are in this phase in or stage in life where a lot of things happen. They have just become adults, and they have moved, and they have gotten their first jobs and their second jobs, and they are building families and everything. So lots of stuff happens, and it's really hard to keep track on everything, and some people are really spilling their lives on Facebook, but these people aren't. So you really need to meet them to have the opportunity to just interview them and ask about their lives. And we did, and it was so much fun. We had a blast, and we really enjoyed ourselves. And it was just a lovely event. And for these 2 pages, I want to just focus on the birthday girl here. And I have 2 really nice series of her. And the first series on the left side, it has a bit darker background. She is much further from the window, so this is just her white a blouse that is picking up the light and reflecting onto her face, but the background is fairly dark. And but in that photo series, what I thought was just wonderful are all these hands reaching to her and stroking her arm and holding around her, and that's just so much love in those photos that I love them, even though they are really messy, like if you just look at the photos, but the love that shines in that photo series, I think it's so precious, and I thought it was worth capturing, and like a series, and keeping lots of these hands stretching out towards this lovely lady. And I'm placing them like I often do. I'm taping them on the back side, and then for this case I'm placing it on white cardstock, so that I get a little bit of border, a very thin border, but still a border. I have decided to work on this tan colored papers. It's oh, look what I have brought out. It's the hand tool, the Quick Cuts hand tool, and I knew that I had a photo corner die, and I decided to use it and make pink photo corners, and the easiest way to do that was just to bring out a hand tool. And that was really fun. It made me remember my hand tool, and I have actually used it a couple of times since this layout. So you will see my Quick Cut hand tool in a couple of videos from now as well. yeah, where were I going? Yeah, the background pieces. I started off with white, and then I moved to this tan paper because I wanted the white in the pattern papers to stand out a bit more, and that was made by taking away some of the white, and that was also to bring out the lady in the photos, because she has this white blouse, and that, yeah, it stands out a bit more if I took away some of the other white. I'm working simultaneously on these two pages, and I think that's basically because I'm using scraps. I want to kind of divide them between these two layouts, and I also want to make sure that I have bridging elements, and the bridging elements for these two pages will be the border strips that I'm placing at the top and the bottom of the page. I'm going with a thin or a more narrow strip of pink, and then I'm placing rows of these wonderful coffee cups again. Now you see why I have so much left of that paper, because I'm only using rows, and they were really a lot of rows of coffee cups. There were two different kinds of rows though, and at the bottom you see there are in that row there's a yellow cup and a turquoise cup, but those are not present in the upper rows because there's these pale pink ones instead. So they are a bit different. So I decided to place the strip with the yellow cup at the lower part and the one without at the top. So it's the same, but still not. I've placed the left photo block on this lovely floral, and to give myself some embellishment opportunities, I took out, or I cut out the middle piece behind the photo block so that I could use two of these clusters or bouquets of flowers as embellishments. Right now I really don't remember if I used both, but we'll see. And now I'm fussy cutting out those to make them into these almost like ancient bookmarks. I have already glued down the photo blocks, and between the photo and the pattern papers I have placed white doilies, and I thought that was really appropriate, and it went really well with the theme. We had a coffee and cake, and this kind of lace pattern. It suited this lady really well, even though she is really modern and cool. I think still that when you're 90, there's a bit of a lace curtain going on. So I thought that was really appropriate, or it went well with the theme, and it's also a bit festive. So that's okay with me. I have now started to place the borders, because now I'm moving on to the more detailed embellishing of these two pages. So I need to get the foundation down on my cardstock so that not everything moves around as much. I'm using my fine liner bottle, and the bottle is the one that goes with the extra fine kind of nozzle, but the actual needle or the cap there, it's from the standard size. It is really good, and I use it a lot, and I feel very comfortable with using that bottle. I understand why it became so popular. I've also brought out these cardboard or shipboard numbers, and those, I think they are from Meyer Road, and I bought them many years ago, and I still have some, I like to bring them up when I do birthday layouts, because that's when I think it's most appropriate to use numbers. And I did that this time as well, and I was really surprised that I had both the 9 and the 0, and so that really made me want to use them, that I had them and I like the font. This is something different. I have in my collection a couple of these like laser cut out embellishment sheets from what was it called? I bought these many years ago from Panduro, the Swedish or the Scandinavian crafting brand, and they were really like new and unique when they came, and they are basically just a sheet of paper, and they have colored it, and they have laser cut these different symbols, and these went with a birthday theme, and they are very, very delicate and very cute and sweet, and I wanted to use them. I have stored them for so long. I'm starting to feel that if they are ever going to get used, I need to just do it. And I had a cake as well, a cake on a 2-layer cake stand, and that was the embellishments that I chose together with this bunch of presents. Now I'm going to color these numbers, and I'm choosing my mica colors, and these are really old ones, but I love them, and they are really you can use them forever, I think, because you only use a certain very small amount of paint every time, and they work perfectly on chipboards. So and these, especially these gray chippers, they take in the color really well, and they shine. And when I was painting the numbers, I realized that I could use this color in both the pages, so I decided to find something that could go on the page that I could paint. And I had a bottle or a jar with chipboard butterflies, also from Maya Road, and I brought out a bunch of those, and I'm coloring those in the same gold color as the number. Now I remember the brand name of those laser cut decorations. It was called Carin Marie Clip, and I'm pretty sure they're not around anymore, because these are ancient, and I'm happy to start to use them. And that was really the first time that I cut into that birthday themed sheet. Now I found a spot on the photo where nothing really happened. It was a dark spot of the lower part of the chair, and there I placed the numbers. The butterflies I will spread all around the photo blocks, off and on the photo clusters, and they are really delicate also, and really sweet, and they give a lot of texture to the page. And the pattern, the symbol of the butterfly goes really well, because Granny here is wearing a blouse with butterflies on. So that's and the butterfly is a really generic symbol. You can use it anywhere, and with these flowers they just fit perfectly. I'm really happy that I remember these, because I seldom dig into my boxes of chipboards these days. But once in a while, when I remember them, they spice up any layout. And here is the finished project already. Wow, 15 minutes, they pass so fast. And here are the close-ups, and I really hope that you have enjoyed this video and this very sweet occasion in our family history. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon here again. Take care. This is Åsa. Bye!